If you're thinking about a move to San Diego, or maybe you've recently moved here and you're still trying to get the lay of the land, there's a few things that you should know. Some of these things surprise people after they move here. In today's video, we're going to cover San Diego, and hopefully by the end of this video, you're going to have a better understanding if San Diego is the right place for you to move. I'm Scott. I'm a local realtor here in San Diego, and on this channel, we're going to talk about all things San Diego. We're going to cover lifestyle, we're going to cover the different neighborhoods, and of course, we're going to talk about real estate. All right, we're going to jump right in. We've got 4 points in today's video. Point number 1 is that San Diego is not all the same experience. Depending on where you move and where you live in San Diego, you get a very different living experience than other parts of San Diego. Are you living in the coast, or are you living more inland? Are you living in a suburban neighborhood, or are you in a condo downtown? Each neighborhood has its own different personality, and you're going to get a very different feel and living experience depending on where you choose to live. Even within these areas, it can be very different. For example, you decide you want to live at the beach. Living at Pacific Beach versus living at Del Mar, both are on the beach, but are going to give you a very different experience. Pacific Beach has a lot more bars, younger, more of a party scene. That's where a lot of the college students like to be. Del Mar, further north, it's much quieter, more family friendly, more luxury upscale restaurants. So depending on where in San Diego you choose, that can have a very big impact on what your experience is going to be like. Point number 2, cost of living in San Diego. Most people realize that the real estate and the housing costs here in San Diego are more expensive than the rest of the country. What a lot of people don't realize until after they move here is that your other smaller costs that add up are also more expensive here. The cost of gas, your utilities, restaurants and eating out, these are all more expensive than other places. My wife and I enjoy traveling, and anytime we travel and we end up going out to eat, we're constantly surprised at how much more affordable restaurants are outside of San Diego. This all leads into what we call here the sunshine tax. It's more expensive here, but the weather is beautiful, and that's just something you got to factor in. Which leads us to point number 3, and that is the weather. The weather here in San Diego is amazing. It's the main reason that I choose to still live here, even with the higher cost of living. In general, San Diego has a very mild weather year-round. It doesn't get super hot in the summer, and it doesn't get super cold in the winter. It's pretty mild and comfortable year-round. As I'm recording this, it's January 6th, and outside right now it's 61 degrees. There's not a lot of places you can go live and get 60+ degree weather in January. However, just like my first point, that a lot of the neighborhoods are different depending on where you live, the weather can also be very different depending on where you choose to live. The further inland that you live, the warmer it's going to be, while the closer to the coast you live, obviously it's going to be cooler. But one thing to keep in mind is that if you do live close to the coast, you are going to get a lot of coastal fog. So it tends to be a little more foggy and overcast if you live close to the coast. One thing to keep in mind is that San Diego in general does get pretty foggy and overcast during the months of May and June. We call this May gray and June gloom. It always cracks me up when I see so many people coming here for their vacations in June, and it's just cloudy and overcast all the time. So just know that about the weather. And lastly, point number 4, San Diego is very much a lifestyle city, not just a location to live. A lot of people that move here for the weather, and they want to be outside. They take up hobbies like surfing or hiking or golf or beach volleyball or walking their dog at the park all the time. It's really a city where people are outdoors and outside a lot, exploring nature, exploring neighborhoods, and just enjoying the beautiful San Diego sunshine that we have. People always ask me, what's the best area or neighborhood in San Diego? And there is no best for every person. It really depends on you, your lifestyle, and what you're looking for. If you have any questions about San Diego or you want to get in touch, feel free to reach out. You can leave a comment in the video below. I'll also have my cell phone and email in the description, or you can also find me on social media. Thanks so much.